Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? Fine. I once again welcome to you on my YouTube channel. Today, dear students, we will describe the mixed economic system and Islamic economic system. As we have already discussed capitalism and socialism in the previous lecture. And in the previous lecture, I told you that there are four basic economic issues which are actually resolved or addressed in four economic systems which are used in the world. And these economic issues are what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, and how much to produce. These are four basic problems which are solved in economic systems. So let us start. As I have defined capitalism, you know that in capitalism, means of productions are owned and controlled by individuals and firms. Firms have a freedom to produce anything, and this is the responsibility of firms to take decisions about what to produce, and how to produce, and for whom to produce, and how much to produce. This is the responsibility of the firms. Or in capitalism, individuals have also freedom to consume anything else in this system. On the other hand, socialism comes, and in socialism, it's totally opposite with the capitalism. Or in socialism, uh, all means of productions are owned and controlled by the state, by the government, and the government is the responsible to produce anything and to distribute all the things as per the need of the people, and this is the responsibility of the government, and there is very less freedom of consumers. So dear students, if we combine the features of capitalism and the features of socialism, we will get a new system, that is the mixed economic system. So what happens in mixed economic system and what happens in Islamic economic system, we will discuss soon. So dear students, let's start with the mixed economic system. So in the mixed economic system, some sectors are controlled or owned by the government, while the some or mostly sectors are owned and controlled by the people, by individuals, by firms. In Pakistan, basically, mixed economic system is prevailed in order to resolve these economic issues, that what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce, and how much to produce. So, what is the proper definition of mixed economic system? So, let's start. This is an economic system. I mean to say, an economic system is called mixed economy when it combines the features of both the capitalism and the socialisms. And these features I have discussed with you recently. Under mixed economies, means to say, under mixed economic system, prices of goods and services are settled in open markets. By open markets, we mean that there is no, I mean, there is no intervention of the government, but the demand and the supply forces of that product are used to settle the prices of goods and services in the market. As like in perfect competition, you see that only the demand and supply forces determine that what should be the price in the market, okay, of that particular product. While the allocation of resources is achieved through free market forces, demand and supply. Yes, the prices of resources are also settled by the demand of that resource and the supply of that resource. For example, we want to determine the price of a service of labor, then the demand for labor and the supply of labor. These are two forces which are used to settle the wage price of the labor force. However, the government keeps an eye on the market situation, and whenever government feels the need, the government interferes to influence the demand or supply. Yes, it is oftenly seen in the market that government plays an important role in the time of depression or in the time of inflation. The government takes some serious steps in the mixed economic system. Okay. Another point that describes the meaning of mixed economic system is the government also intervenes to reduce inequalities of incomes between the various classes of the society. Yes, there are a poor classes in the society, upper class, lower class, middle class. So these are different social groups of the people are living in the country, and their income levels are different, their living standards are different. So this is the government responsibility to intervene if the government feels that there is any inequality of incomes among these group of peoples in the country. Okay. Another point is that in mixed economy, a part of productive activities in industry, trade, energy, transport, and communication is controlled by the government. While private sector is also very strong, yes, in some particular industries like defense industry, like energy and transportation or communication, these sectors are basically controlled by the government, or private sector is also taking its part, and private sector has a major role in this economy. As like you can see that in Pakistan there are some or few industries that are controlled or owned by the government, as like PIA, as like railway, as like telecommunication companies, and defense and services. So these are some departments, sectors which are owned and controlled by the government. Except these sectors, all fields and all sectors are controlled and owned by the people or by individual firms, and they decide that what they should produce, and what how they should produce, and for whom they should produce, and how much they should produce. These are decisions which are taken by the individuals or firms. So in the another point is the mixed economy basically is the dominant economic system of the world today. Yes, in mostly countries of the world, the mixed economic system is used or is prevailed. Pakistan also follows the mixed economic system, as I have already told you. So another economic system is the Islamic economic system, a very good economic system. The main concept of Islamic economic system is that Islamic economic system is a government regulated free economy. No interest is charged in this system. This is a particular form of mixed economy with one fundamental difference, with one basic difference, that is, spiritual values and moral considerations are integrated with material objectives. What are your material objectives, dear students? Your material, requisites, your material needs. I mean to say, food, shelter, clothes. These are your material requisites. These are your material needs. It means when you satisfy your material needs, you should understand the spiritual values and moral considerations at the time these material objectives. So another point is interest-free modes of banking and finance is one of the basic principle of Islamic economic system. If your economy is operating under Islamic economic system, then in Islamic economic system there is no interest in the banking system. Interest free economy, basically this is an interest free economy. Another point is people have freedom to produce and consume goods. Yes, people have freedom to produce and consume goods, but these goods, when are available for consumption or production, this concept you should must keep in your mind that these consumable goods are halal. basically, and you should produce only halal goods, no haram goods. Okay, people have a freedom to organize their private business. Yes, just like in a capitalism, free market system, markets are free, no intervention of the government, and peoples have freedom to use their private businesses, but they have to remain with the limits which are prescribed by the Holy Quran and Sunnah. You should keep the rules of Islam in your mind. Another point is Islamic economic system is based on the belief that everything belongs to Allah, yes, and who has provided resources on earth for use by humanity as a whole. Okay, this is the main point of Islamic economic system. All forms of economic exploitations of man by man are denounced by Islam, and unearned incomes are condemned. Okay, ji, unearned income is prohibited in Islam. There are some features of Islamic economic system. Teaching of Quran and Sunnah to serve as guiding force for all economic activities. Okay, existence of private sector and private property. Yes, you can easily buy your property, and you can start your business in Islamic economic system according to the prescribed rules and regulations of Quran and Sunnah. And major role of prices and markets in economic activities in Islamic economic system. Okay, this is also a feature of capitalism. Freedom of choice for producers and consumers, but consumers can consume halal goods and producers can produce halal goods. So there is also a freedom in capitalism, but the concept of halal is not, focused. Moral aspect and essential consideration in all economic decisions in planning. Okay, zakat. It is the duty of state to collect and distribute the amount of zakat among the poor and the needy people. And interest-free economy to be established by promoting partnership between capital and labor in the Islamic economic system. Another feature of Islamic economic system is state welfare policies and programs for low-income groups to ensure provision of basic needs for everyone. Okay, this is the welfare policies that is the responsibility of the government to launch in order to provide the basic needs of every citizen of the state. And another feature of Islamic economic system is to eliminate all forms of exploitations of people. So, dear students, basically these are four economic systems that are adopted in the world by different countries in order to solve, to address four basic issues: that what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, and how much to produce. So these are four basic economic issues which are resolved in the light of these economic systems. And now this is on you, that which system your country follows and adopts. Okay, after getting or after knowing the features of all economic systems, dear students, you should select any one of them, and you should also give some reasons that why you select any one of these economic